So how will religious freedom fare in this new parliament? The last majority Liberal government closed the Office for Religious Freedom that monitored religious persecution around the world. Gary Stagg is the Executive Director for Open Doors Canada. Gary, is that Office for Religious Freedom going to open under this new parliament?
Well, your guess is really as good as mine, but we really are hoping that they will open it, and we're calling on people to rally behind that cause, to mention it to their MPs, to make it a priority, because religious freedom is such an important part of all of our lives.
Okay, the statistics are shocking globally, but I just want to back up a bit, because that activity, I don't know if that was part of it, but Canada is now actually on the radar for religious freedom discriminations.
Yes, for the first time in 2018, the World Watch unit, the World Watch research group, who actually puts together for Open Doors the World Watch list every year that is published in January of every year, for the very first time have contacted us and said, we have some concerns about Canada, but not only Canada, but some other Western countries as well, and it's in regards to the rise of secular intolerance. And so they're wanting to monitor that, and so we're giving them all of the information that we can. And I have a meeting in another week or so with people from that group who are going to give us a little more direction on how we can help that whole process.
All right. Secular intolerance, we'll handle it for now in Canada, because the issues of religious freedom globally are staggering.
They are.
Let's just zero in for a moment on Syria and what's happening for Christians in Syria.
Yes, so when we heard that the troops were pulled out of Syria, immediately, of course, with my work, my heart goes right to the Christians that are there. And as it turned out, Christians were impacted by that, and they had to flee their homes. I know of one family where the wife was struck with some shrapnel or some kind of device, and her spine was injured. And so they say that she may be paralyzed for life. Her husband was injured as well. And, but the amazing thing about Syria is that the Christians that are there want to stay. For the most part, they don't want to flee their land, and there are some fantastic Christians that want to stay and to be a service to their community.
Okay, the numbers, though, are staggering here that are coming out of this very good data from World Watch Monitor. 1 in 9 global Christians are experiencing significant persecution, nothing like the secular intolerance we're investigating in Canada, nothing like that. 1 in 9, Gary?
Yeah.
And it's an increase up from just 2 years ago, 1 in 12, 1 in 9.
Yes.
This is governmental, job loss, what's all involved?
There's so many different factors involved in persecution and so many different drivers of persecution. I think that people, when they think of persecution, their mind automatically goes to violence. It's not always about violence. In fact, most of the persecution that we see is about what we call the squeeze. It's not the smash, but the squeeze. And the squeeze is just things that they live with every day, the pressure that is on their lives every day. Things like their children not being given access to proper schooling. Or when it gets down between a Christian and somebody else, when it comes to a job, then automatically the Christian would not get that job. Somebody else would get the job.
Well, and so sometimes the other way. But the absolute shutdown of Christian faith in some of the Middle Eastern countries is frightening.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you for helping us stand with the persecuted church. Thank you for the great work that's on opendoorsca.org website. Gary Stagg, Executive Director of Open Doors Canada. A lot to think about. Thank you.
For sure, thank you.